as a humble representative
Guys, can you back up?
Guys, make room. Guys, please make room. Make space. Watch the wire.
I have come today as a representative of my community, the Jews who are practicing the real Judaism, the Jews in New York, but I have come together with other Jews. One is from Australia, another is a grandchild of an 8th-generation Palestinian Jewish family. And the reason that we have come here is because we are obligated to come here and stand together in solidarity with our brethren and sisters, the Palestinian people. We are here not because we are apologizing for being Jewish. We are here because we are Jewish. We are here. As a Jew, we have to stand up and tell the truth. The truth is that our identity is being hijacked and stolen by the Shaitan, by the Satan, by people who are masquerading in our name and in our identity. Judaism is a religion, subservience to God. That is what it has meant for thousands of years. It means a covenant of being subservient to the Almighty. Zionism and their state of Israel is a mere 100-odd years. The state itself is a mere 60-odd years. And it is a transformation from godliness, from religion, to base, selfish nationalism that has no place amongst humanity. It is no surprise that all the Torah authorities at the time of its inception, when they tried to make this state of Israel, the chief rabbis of Palestine and the rabbis universally stood up and vehemently opposed this movement of Zionism. They called them heretics, rebels, and they ostracized them from the Jewish communities. But unfortunately, why ever God allowed it, we don't know. But they have gained power, and today they are here. But that does not in any way daunt us. We will come out and stand up because the world belongs to the Almighty and He is righteous and just. And we will state that every inch of occupation of Palestine is illegal, illegitimate. There is not 1 centimeter that we, because we are Jews and because we have a Torah, that we stand up, and we must stand up and object to the occupation. This is stealing the Torah in the 10 Commandments. The Torah replete throughout the Torah says, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. On the contrary, we as Jews are obligated to show our gratitude to the Muslim and Arab countries that have for generations they have provided for us a safe haven. They have embraced the Jewish people by the Crusades, by the Inquisition, and throughout history. And there was no human rights groups or United Nations there to protect us because it was not necessary. What was necessary were people to be God-fearing, and we were, with God's help. Each of us helped each other. We babysat each other's children. I have many anecdotes of my colleagues who lived in Jerusalem and Al-Quds and discussed how they lived in the same courtyards with their Muslim brethren, with their Muslim sisters, and they babysat their children when they went to the synagogues. This is a fact. We have enough people alive today who can testify to this. Now today, the Zionists have the audacity, these heretics, these rebels have the audacity to say that there is a hate to the Jews from the Muslims and the Arabs, that there's an ingrained hate, and this is a religious conflict. How dare they? How dare they? The people, the same people that stood in our corner and helped us, now you are accusing them of being villains. Our hearts cry for the suffering of the Palestinian people. We are frustrated and humiliated by what is being done in our name. I must state that just the other 3 days ago or so, there was a man around 50 odd years old. His name was Khrushchevsky. He was a very holy man. His father was one of the main protesters against Zionism, and he was stabbed to death. And why did this happen? We are not condoning violence. This hurts us. It hurts every human being. But why is this all happening? It's because there is an occupation. It's because of the Zionists. Their hands are covered in blood. They are at the root of this. They are the ones who are bringing this about. What can we do? We stand up in the streets of Jerusalem and Al-Quds and protest. We get mercilessly beaten and arrested, my brethren, the Jewish people. You don't see that in the newspapers. Why don't you see that in the newspapers? Because the Zionists intimidate the media. They don't want you to see the true face of Judaism. But we are here. We have existed for 3,000 years as a Jewish nation. We've stood in the face of trials and tribulations, of the Inquisition, where they burnt us to convert and to transform our religion. We didn't do it, and we won't do it. We'll never accept those Zionists. Zionism is the greatest cancer and tumor for the Jewish people. They clothe themselves as sheep. They cover themselves in a facade of religion. They claim that they represent the holy religion and they're returning to the land of the ancestors. How disgusting and despicable when we see what they're doing, how they step and trample and ridicule the great rabbinical authorities, and they ignore the words of the Torah that tells us that we are forbidden to have Jewish sovereignty since the destruction of the temple, and we are only to await the revelation of God where all humanity will believe in the one God and join arms and go up and serve Him. Till that day, Jews are forbidden to have 1 inch of a Jewish sovereignty, and this was respected for 2,000 years. We had the golden age of Judaism in Spain. Jews were rich in some places, and they never made a state. Why not? Because it is forbidden. And certainly it is forbidden by creating a state through trampling on the rights of others and stealing their homes. Do you know that it is forbidden for us for thousands of years to go up on the Temple Mount where the Al-Aqsa compound is? It is forbidden for us to go there. Do you know that it is forbidden, and that one who goes there gets cut off from God according to the Jewish religion because you need a special purification? This was respected again by all the Jews for 2,000 years. And then Sharon went to make a political statement with 1,000 soldiers and went up there. How despicable! How terrible! And what did he do? He knew what he's doing. He agitated. He wanted to make a statement, and what happened? There was killing, there was death and suffering. Again, we are not saying that the killing and suffering doesn't hurt us, it hurts everybody. But who is doing it? Who is creating all of this mess? The Zionists and the state of Israel. It is no question there was Muslims and Arabs, and they flourished as Jewish communities amongst religious Muslim communities. How is that? Why did it change? Did the religions change? No. What changed was the introduction of a ersatz Judaism called Zionism, a false Judaism, that this masquerading in our name, this has started a little over 100 years, and since then there is strife, mistrust, and bloodshed. So anybody with logic sees it's not a religious conflict, it's Zionism. With God's help, we pray to the Almighty who is compassionate and this world is His, that He should bring a speedy and peaceful, God help, removal of the impediment to peace, removal of this crime called the Zionist state of Israel, so we as Jews can embrace our Palestinian brothers and sisters, give them back their respect, their land, and we can live one together in peace and harmony, and they should stop messing around and going where they're not allowed to go, not only in Al-Aqsa, but they should stop standing on the heads of any inch of Palestine. Return it!